Hi, I'm Ross Enamait from RossTraining.com. What I'm going to do in this video is discuss and then demonstrate an inexpensive modification that I made to this plastic jump rope. This is just a plastic speed rope that cost $6. It initially had two hard plastic handles. The problem is a weight was accidentally dropped on the rope and one of the handles shattered. So I was in a position where I needed to create two new handles. The rope itself, as I said, was only $6, so I didn't want to go out and spend a lot of money designing a handle for it. So I've come up with an inexpensive option. Now before I show you what I did, let me just first show you the original handle. Okay, this is one of the handles that came from this rope. Just a hard plastic handle. The problem with this type of handle and this type of rope is that as you turn these handles at a high speed, over time, the handle is eventually going to eat into the rope. These ropes work great in that they have a fast turning action, but typically over time, they do tend to break off at the handles. It's not something that's going to happen in a couple days or weeks, but typically after a few months, the hard handle will eat away at the rope until the point that it snaps off. So I wanted to create something that was going to allow for the same turning speed without eating into the rope. Okay, so I didn't use plastic. You're going to probably be surprised at what I did use. I took an old t-shirt which had been turned into a rag. I cut it into two strips, okay, like this. What I did then was I obviously removed both handles so the rope was exposed and then wrapped the material tightly around the end of each end of the rope, okay? So I wrapped it all the way around until it formed this shape here, okay? And if you look closely, you'll notice that this material is the same color at the end of the rope handle, okay? It's the same material that formed this handle. So after it was rolled tightly, I then took duct tape and wrapped it around the shirt material as tight as possible. You've really got to wrap it tightly as you want this to resemble a handle, okay? You don't want it to feel like a soft piece of cotton material that's bending in your hand. It's not going to probably be evident to you on video, but this is actually solid, okay? This is a hard handle, okay? The rope, the handles turn as fast as the hard plastic handle. There's no decline in speed, okay, as a result of the modifications I've made. The difference is that now as I turn this rope at top speed, the only contact that the rope makes with the handle is to this soft cotton material, okay? You can see here, as it's going around, it's just touching against the cotton, so there's no damage to the rope. I've had this rope for a few weeks now and I've used it regularly. There's absolutely no wear or tear to the rope at all. Okay, so it does appear that it is going to last a long time. So what I will do now is just demonstrate a few different skipping styles with this rope just to show you that it has not lost any of its capabilities. And if you want to see some closer pictures of this, I've written a blog entry on my main website where I took some close-up pictures and I actually made another rope and I took pictures along the way. So if you want to check out the pictures, just refer to the description on YouTube and there's a link back to the original blog entry. So let me get to demonstrating how this thing works. So as you can see, this inexpensive handle modification works quite well. I've lost no action on the rope, I've lost no speed. Okay, it works as well as it would have with the traditional handles. And comparing the two, I actually prefer the slightly thicker handle, as I feel that I get a more comfortable grip, a stronger grip when I'm turning the rope at top speed. So as always, if you have any questions about this or anything else, feel free to shoot me an email at ross@rosstraining.com.